Hey, what's up, everyone? Sorry you can't see me because I don't have a face cam, which is a problem. I'm not streaming to this, but whatever. It's Jibanyan today. So, we are going to be reacting to a horror story by Snareld, which is The Game of the Red Eye. So, let's just start.
I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary?
Obviously, why would I be here?
Game of the Red Eye. The following story was inspired by Lilith Wrongname.
No, that's not allowed.
When I was 14 years old, my friends and I were chatting at our usual spot before school. My friend Nicole started telling us about this one game she'd heard about called the Game of the Red Eye. If you follow all the instructions exactly, you would be able to undo one thing that has happened to you in your life. You can erase any moment that has caused you immense pain, and your life would continue as if it never happened, as long as you never told anyone that you played the game. Nicole continued to give us a detailed explanation of how to play. She really seemed convinced that it could be real. I've heard from multiple people that this really works, she tried to convince us. But how would you know? If it works, aren't you not allowed to say you did it? I argued. Nicole shrugged. I didn't want to admit it to my friends at the time, but I was definitely intrigued by this ritual. Because there was something that I wanted to undo. My best friend, Amelie, had passed away about a month or so before. She used to hang out with us at our spot before school, and I definitely took the loss the hardest. So the thought of possibly getting to undo her death, why wouldn't I want to at least try? My parents were out of town that night, so I'd be home alone. That was the first step. Be in your home all by yourself. Then I had to summon the creatures of the dark. I turned off all the lights, lit enough candles so I could see my way, and walked around, politely asking them for their assistance. Once I heard low growls echoing around me, that's how I knew the game had started. Everything that happened from here on out was happening on a different plane of existence than reality. At least that's what the rules claimed. Next, I had to find my way to the nearest bathroom, stand in front of the mirror, and shut my eyes. Almost immediately, I heard a loud scream, crushed bones, and a little girl begging for help. I was not supposed to open my eyes no matter how tempting it was. Once all the sounds had stopped, I opened my eyes. Behind me, in the mirror, I saw a little girl with a red ribbon in her hair. She untied it and handed it to me. This was a key piece of the game, so I put it in my pocket. Next step was to leave the bathroom and find a door that now had a red knob. Once I found it, I entered the room. It was my bedroom, but it didn't look that way anymore. My bed and posters were gone. There was just a table with two chairs facing each other. One chair was empty, where I was supposed to sit, and the other chair was occupied by a shadowy creature. I took my seat. There was a plate and a large knife sitting in front of me. I waited for my cue.
How do you end the game if you don't do it?
Nail. A voice came from across the table. I took the knife and peeled off my thumbnail and placed it on the plate.
No, please.
The shadowy creature grabbed it and consumed it rapidly.
God.
Finger. I continued to offer it the parts of me that it requested and watched it scarf them down. Ear.
This is...
Eye. And finally, heart. I took the red ribbon out of my pocket and placed it on the plate. The creature grabbed it and guzzled it down. It immediately choked on the thick fabric and fell over on the table. I walked over to it and lifted its head back up and reached inside its mouth. Inside was an eyeball with a red iris. This is when you make your wish. I closed my eyes and wished that Amelie had never gotten in that car accident that totaled her red Jeep, and that she would show up to school tomorrow like it never happened. I turned all the lights back on and thanked the creatures of the dark for helping me. The game was finished. Now I just had to wait and see if anything happened. The next day at school, I saw my friends in our usual hangouts.
The thing I would wish for is probably my dog to come back to life. This is from Yokai Plush King said the story. I am really sorry if I've not been recording well. I don't know why I'm saying this.
My heart was racing as I walked towards them. I was trying not to get my hopes too high, but I just really missed Amelie. The bell rang, and we had to head to class. Everything okay, Lilith? Nicole asked. You've been really quiet all morning. I'm fine, I mumbled. This is gonna sound so stupid, but I actually tried that game last night, and I wished that Amelie would show up to school today like everything was back to normal, but I was just being stupid. Nicole just stared at me. Amelie just texted me. She's running a little late. What are you talking about? What game?
Why did you tell her?
My eyes lit up. There's no way. The game had actually worked, but I just told them that I played it. Did I break one of the rules? We heard a crash coming from the parking lot. It was Amelie's red Jeep. In my attempt to save myself some grief, I ended up losing Amelie twice. I don't know how I'm ever going to get over this now.
Well done. You may have just kind of killed your best friend. Well, twice. Well, she died first time. Then you killed her again because you told someone about the game. And second of all, that was actually quite a cool episode. I liked it. Especially, why would you give someone to eat your eye? Like, why? Why the eye? Why? It's good you never gave the heart. I think if you gave the heart, you'd probably die. I don't know. It's good you gave the eye. So, well, the phone was about to go off, and, oh yeah, just okay, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna just get rid of all this, there we go. And then, so if you guys enjoyed this little reaction video, tell me if I should react to more scary stories, and, yeah, I don't know why it says scary that way, but if it excuse me, I'm gonna end the video and play Yokai Watch. Bye, people.